Hey guys, tonight's movie review is for Spy, starring Melissa McCarthy, Jason Statham, Rose Byrne, and Jude Law. A little bit about this movie. The main character is played by Melissa McCarthy. She plays Agent Cooper, who is a desk CIA agent. She works at Langley behind the desk, behind the scenes, kind of being the eyes and ears for one of the field agents, Agent Fine, played by Jude Law. And the two of them have had a long-lasting work relationship, and she's also totally head over heels in love with him, and he's completely oblivious. But near the beginning of the movie, Agent Fine is out on the field, and he is trying to apprehend a woman named Raina, played by Rose Byrne. And Raina has a weapon of mass destruction that she's trying to sell to the highest bidder. So, of course, the CIA is trying to stop her and stop that from happening. And something tragic happens, and Raina knows the identity of all the field agents that the CIA has. So basically, the CIA is in a really tough spot. They can't send out any of these people because she knows who they are, and she will try to kill them immediately if they try to get anywhere near her. So they need someone who isn't a face that's known by her. And Agent Cooper decides that she's going to volunteer, um, partially because of what happened to Agent Fine, but also because she really wants her chance to get out on the field. And so she volunteers to go to Europe and check up on Raina, see what's going on. Um, of course, a lot of people in the CIA are kind of apprehensive about this. The person who has the biggest problem with it is Agent Ford, played by Jason Statham. He just doesn't think that she's field material at all and thinks that she's going to ruin the mission. And he quits the CIA over it. So Agent Cooper, Melissa McCarthy's character, she goes ahead and goes to Europe. She's just supposed to keep an eye out. She's supposed to report back to the CIA and keep an eye on Raina, but not try to approach her in any way. And of course, she doesn't listen to that. She wants to be the one to stop Raina, to stop this weapon from getting sold by anyone. And then you also have Agent Ford, who, even though he's quit the CIA, comes to Europe too because he thinks that he can just get Raina all on his own. And it's kind of what the movie's about, is trying to get to Raina, trying to stop this weapon from being sold. But also, there's lots of other bad guys, and you don't know who the people are that she's trying to sell to. You don't know who's in the CIA. You don't know who's a double agent. There's all these balls in the air, basically. And the story itself, I thought, was really good. It was so much fun. It definitely had like a nod, an homage to James Bond movies. It definitely had its own like quirkiness and um, like I don't know, just definitely the spy kind of feel. Um, but it didn't take itself too seriously, of course. I mean, this is a comedy as well, but there was a lot of action. Um, there was a lot of comedy in between. When you weren't laughing, you were kind of jolting in your seat about the action. This is directed by Paul. I'm going to butcher his last name. I think it's Fig or Fag. He's the director of Bridesmaids, and then of course there was a reunion. You've got Rose Byrne and Melissa McCarthy, who are both in Bridesmaids, who are in this project, and it's just so much fun. It is a hard R. There is a lot of cussing. I don't think there's a single sentence Jason Statham doesn't say that doesn't have the F word in it. But I mean, that's the kind of guy he plays. Um, but yeah, the movie is great. The acting I thought was really good. Rose Byrne um, playing Raina, she's so kind of dry and a little over the top. Her hair could be its own character, but she just plays this dry wit so well, and her timing is so good. And then Melissa McCarthy, I love her. I love her. I've loved her since Gilmore Girls. I have to admit, last couple of movies that she has headlined in, haven't been the biggest fan, but yay, Miss McCarthy, you're back. She is so good in this. She is so funny. Of course, she's a little self-deprecating, which she plays that character a lot, but she has this turn, and from being on the field, she really gets this confidence, and her character becomes like this whole other woman, and it's really fun to see. Plus, you get to see her, I mean, you've seen her do physical comedy before, but doing action, doing the running and shooting guns and stuff, like it's just fun to see her in something that is kind of similar but kind of different for her. And Jason Statham, I mean, like the king of action movies or this kind of thing. Um, and so, of course, he plays this role well. He knows it really well. But there's also some comedy that normally he takes himself so seriously, and so it's fun to see him kind of let loose a little bit. He's still playing pretty straight, but he's got a lot of funny moments, a lot of funny interactions with Melissa McCarthy. Um, I would give this movie a B plus. I liked it a lot. I mean, it's got everything you could want in it. It's funny. It's got good action. The story really moves and keeps you engaged. Um, and the actors, the cast is great. I really have nothing bad to say. I mean, there were moments that were over the top, but it was intentional. I mean, that was kind of just like even in James Bond, there are moments that are over the top, but that's what makes a James Bond movie a James Bond movie, or spy movies what they are. I mean, it's kind of, it goes with the territory. Um, I just think this is a great comedy to kick off the summer. Definitely go see it. You are going to laugh. Um, that's I don't know. I have nothing bad to say. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that part of the Bridesmaids crew could get back together. Completely different kind of movie, but just as wonderful. It is a B plus for tonight. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this, I would really, really appreciate it if you would subscribe below to see more videos. And that's all I got for tonight. Thanks so much. Bye.